Patriot Hour for Saturday morning, April 27th, 2019. I'm Michael, your host. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for giving us some time. We know you're busy. We know your days are full of, especially being a Saturday, you're probably off for, at least if you're working Monday through Friday. All right, this is your day off. So try to bring you tidbits of information on a need-to-know basis as they arise, as they come up. I've got a few new Q, I think, that I haven't read yet. We'll go over. I also wanted to go over a little bit of an intelligence alert. All right. This is just an overview, folks, of the current situation based on intelligence leaks and received from several different sources, which may or may not be accurate. All right. You always got to keep that in mind. Sometimes confirmed sources, other times just a sweeping of the internet and tidbits of information. When you're in the intelligence communities, you're going to look at a lot of different information, and depending on what you're doing, all right, are you listening in on somebody? Are you horning in on a couple of terrorists trying to find out their plot? And you're going to look at all the information that you can get from that kind of scenario, all right? Would it be emails outward to friends, family, phone calls, all kinds of digital sources? And you're going to look at a lot of bull crap conversations that get you nothing and get you nowhere. So you need to be able to file that here and keep information kind of over here. And that's how it works. So you need to connect all your own dots, look at everything we present, look at other things, listen to everybody, watch everything you can, but believe none of it until you yourself can verify it. Okay, so the takedown of the deep state is imminent, all right? Joe DeGenova, probably messed that up, but he was on Fox News the other night, and he talked about there will be indictments. We know that Huber, the IG, the Horowitz, they've been doing their stuff. Everything that was out in the forefront on the mainstream was more just noise to keep chaos going. I mean, we were talking the other day, earlier this morning, me and Ben, about how we had Trump had came out a year or so ago on TV, and Nancy and whoever, and they were talking about gun reform, and Trump's like, well, why don't you write up some really good legislative paperwork, Nancy, talk about taking the guns, put that in, and because he knew that it would just keep them busy. Everyone's like, oh, Trump's gonna take away guns. He put it to the people that are to do it, to put in the paperwork legislatively, and he knew that it would never pass. You heard Trump the other night in Indy at the NRA. He said, we're never, the criminals will never give up their guns, so neither will you, which is us, because they'll never give theirs up. So you hear him now. Anything else was just keeping these people's heads spinning, folks, while everything was going on successfully in the background. No leaks. They stopped all that. So Joe on Fox News the other day, and I put that video out. I think I did, or if not, maybe I didn't. I put out the other one with Trump and Hannity. But that there will be indictments, okay? Also, a Clinton appointee pleaded guilty to treason. Let me see if I bring this up here. There it is. Okay, so this comes from I Love My Freedom. Just in, Trump's FBI gets it done. Clinton official pleads guilty to treason for collusion. A Clinton appointee pleaded guilty to treason charges after a federal grand jury indicted her for colluding with foreign agents. According to the press release from the Department of Justice, Candace Marie Claiborne, who worked under both Hillary and Bill Clinton, pleaded guilty to conspiring to defraud the U.S. government, concealing contact with foreign spies, obstructing official proceeding, and making false statements to the FBI. Claiborne, a 60-year-old veteran, State Department employee, veteran of the State Department, possessed a top-secret security clearance and concealed her extensive contacts with Chinese intelligence agents. The indictment indicates that Clinton spies lavished Claiborne with thousands of dollars in gifts as part of a pay-for-play scheme. In addition to cash payments, Chinese spies also paid Claiborne with vacations, an apartment, Apple Electronics, and tuition to a Chinese fashion school, suggesting she learned tricks from Hillary Clinton, her former boss. Claiborne also told her co-conspirators to delete all emails and evidence after they were busted by the U.S. federal officials. Candace Marie Claiborne is a U.S. State Department employee who possesses a top-secret security clearance and allegedly failed to report her contacts with Chinese foreign intelligence agents who provided her with thousands of dollars of gifts and benefits. Claiborne used her position and her access to sensitive diplomatic data for personal profit. Pursuing those who imperil our national security for personal gain will remain a key priority of the National Security Division. Is the media fair? That's something else. So Candace Claiborne is charged with obstructing an official proceeding and making false statements in connection with her alleged concealment and failure to report her improper connections. So I kind of read this up above. This is the official government release. So I don't need to read that anymore. Claiborne began working as an office management specialist for the Department of State in 1999, which is when former Bill Clinton was in office. She worked at the State Department up until her indictment, including when Hillary Clinton served as Secretary of State between 2009 and 2012. There you go. On that article. So, interesting. Where else is this going to lead to? So we have that Clinton appointee basically pleaded guilty to treason. The Inspector General report on James Comey will be released in 2 weeks. We've been waiting on that. All right. That's Inspector General. We got the Horowitz, Huber, one of the two. Can't remember which is which, but the Inspector General report on James Comey will be released in 2 weeks. Julian Assange is expected to testify sometime this month, folks, or in May. Meanwhile, articles are being published stating that the British Empire is dead and it is now time for Brexit. Brexit is the UK's GIRSA compliance. Worldwide GIRSA compliant reforms are expected to begin once the deep state cabal have been completely removed. And possibly the revalue is expected to begin suddenly once a major event occurs, possibly the D-class or something else. So we know it's coming, folks. Trump has set the stage for everything. All right, this is all organic. What a great way. Everyone wanted Trump to come in and on day one whip out some handcuffs, throw Hillary against the wall. But I believe this goes much further than Hillary. I don't think they were trying to protect Hillary. They were trying to protect her, of course. She's a player. I'm not saying she's a nobody, but bigger than that was the president of the last administration, all right? Hussein. This leads back to him. He's been out there. When did you find out about her server? Oh, when you guys broke the story, he said on the Sunday talk show 2 years ago, 3 years ago. It was a lie. He was emailing. He had a pseudonym email. They were all creating the log chats, emails that they would save as a draft, never send it. They were all accessing it. They were doing all kinds of things to subvert and keep comms a little bit slower to be tracked. And then they thought she'd win, so therefore none of this would matter. As sloppy as they got, she lost. Panic mode after panic mode after panic mode. All right, people started dropping. The ones that were smart, that knew that there's no escaping. Others kind of held on, hoping like, well, we're on the ship, we're going down no matter what. We might as well scream, be loud, try to get this guy impeached, and then we might have a chance to keep living life the way we live. But that just ain't gonna happen. It won't age well for them. All right, let's look at these Q updates. Let me see here. I guess I think I have went over these, but these last ones maybe. How the Obama White House engaged Ukraine to give Russia collusion narrative an early boost. And then why did Obama assign Renegade as his secret security code name? Why would a president of the United States, Hussein, assign Renegade as his Secret Service code name? Define Renegade. A person who deserts and betrays an organization, country, or a set of principles. A traitor, defector, deserter, turncoat, betrayer. So, renegade, having the treacherously changed alliance. Having treacherously changed alliance. There you go. Unbelievable, folks, where this is going to lead back to. We're going to keep following along. Why wouldn't we, right? We know where it's leading back to. We know the cover-up was to protect this rogue group, bad cops, like Trump said. There's bad cops, the majority of the FBI, the rank and file. And it's the same with all these other branches. There's a lot of good people, a lot of good citizens, a lot of good veteran citizens now that have taken jobs. And they do good, honest, hard work all day long out in the field. But if you have a couple of bad apples at the very top, they can really, you're seeing the kind of damage that can be done. And that is the same anywhere. All right. That can be the same at your job, at any agency, any little facet government, office can have these issues given the opportunity. So this is what we need to keep an eye on. All right. Bad actors, basically embedded throughout, the government ranks in different positions. And it doesn't take a lot. Compartmentalization. The bosses of the heads of agencies make things, they give out the orders, and things typically just kind of, you don't question. That's how it works. In the military, in the government, you don't really question those above you. You do what you're told. All right, again, we'll shut this one down. Keep it short and sweet. I'm Mike. This is a Patriot Hour. Make sure you are subscribed, like, share. Take a look in the comment section down below. Leave a comment. Read the comments. Take a look in the description box. All the articles we went over, the links will be down below. All the PayPal. We appreciate all the donations in the last few days, folks. Again, we really, truly do. And make sure you share us across all your social media platforms while you can. We are heavily shadow banned. Therefore, we're not promoted across YouTube in the traditional manner. It's going to take you guys physically to do that. All right, you can always hit up in the upper corner here, and there's a little arrow. You're going to be able to share, and you typically from your smartphone, you can go right to your Twitter, right to your Facebook, and then you'll deal with sometimes on your own end that it'll be removed, it'll be blocked. So you'll see that they'll play with your link as well sometimes. All right, again, I'm Mike. Have a great morning into your afternoon. God bless, Godspeed each and every one of you, and we'll see you back here on the next Patriot Hour update video. Have a great morning.
I think so.
What letter is this?
Q.
Q. This is indeed a Q.